Hi Lee Gardner, I hope that you're all well. I just wanted to get a message out to all of our clients that we look after money for. We are going to be endeavouring to speak to as many people as we can over the coming weeks, but I thought it was important to get on the front foot and to give everybody the opportunity to get in touch with us if they have any particular concerns, as well as a sort of a general review as we're coming up to the end of what's been a pretty difficult time. I do believe we've got some challenges and there's going to be some testing times ahead of us. Looking at sort of articles like this that were published over the weekend where they're talking about potential tax changes. Headline was triple tax rate on the wealthy. I think we're going to have a problem because the cost of furlough, the grants, Eat Out to Help, we're going to have to start paying that back, and there's quite a lot of talk in the media about the potential tax changes that could come in place to actually do that. So there's talk about corporation tax rates rising potentially from 19 to 24%. There looks like there could be changes to capital gains tax. Inheritance tax has been mentioned, as well as the old favourite, higher rate tax relief on pensions. One thing we know for certain is that there has to be some revenue reclaimed from somewhere, and some of those areas we mentioned could be hit, and also dividend tax is also on the agenda. So what we're suggesting is, if you have any concerns about this, you do have a conversation with us. We can't second guess what's going to go on, but if there are any planning opportunities around changes that could happen that we could maybe do early and do sooner, then that is definitely something we should be considering. The other situation regarding investments and investment performance, most of you have stayed the course. When we saw the market fall drastically in March, most people stayed invested. Investment is a long-term process. And the good news is the people that stayed invested, we did see the market bounce back, and it bounced back almost to the sort of pre-COVID levels. However, I do believe that we're going to have some challenges, as I've said, coming down the line at the end of the year when furlough finishes. That's going to put a strain, and especially with the tax changes that we're seeing, an investment performance, potentially could be affected. So again, what I would urge you to do, if you have any short-term plans, if there are any plans to access money over the next 12 or 18 months, maybe we should be looking at your cash flow and just making sure there's enough money in assets that aren't exposed to maybe higher risk, that are available if you do need them. What I'm going to suggest that you do, as I say, we are going to attempt to speak to as many people as possible, but I've implemented a new booking system, and I will put a link in the notes, and you can go online, and if you can book a half-hour review meeting where we can just talk about how you are and what's going on, but more importantly, specifically about any plans that you might have. It would be quite a useful exercise for me to speak to as many people as I can before the end of the year, and ideally over the next 5 to 6 weeks. We are back in the office full time now. We're still not open for face-to-face meetings, but we're happy to conduct phone and Zoom meetings. But I think it's really important, if you haven't had a review with me for a while, or even if you have and you just want to chat about where we currently are at the moment, I'm more than happy to do that. And if you can book that via our new booking system, it will really help me, and we can get organised and make sure we speak to as many people as we can. Most of you are already registered on the client portal, and for many people we are taking values on your accounts weekly, if not daily. If you're not registered on the portal, I would urge you to register. If you can't find your login details, email the office and we will supply them to you. But again, it allows you to sort of monitor and keep an eye on your accounts as well, which I think is really useful. Also, you may have noticed we've been pretty active over the lockdown period in terms of getting sort of messages out, hopefully useful information on a variety of topics. And I've set up a new sort of news page on the website, and hopefully it's not just personal finance articles, it's other stuff there. I think there was one a couple of weeks ago, how to write a business plan, renting a room from home, and there's a few other sort of articles that may be of use. So again, if you can check that out on the website, I'll put a link in the notes, and subscribe, and share the articles with friends and family. The more people we can get our message out to, the better. So I hope that's okay. As always, look after yourself, look after your money, but please take advantage of a review, follow the links, book yourself in for a half an hour slot, and we can have a catch up and check that everything is on track as it needs to be. So I hope you're all well. Take care, stay safe, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you.